Hello everyone, back for another video on my channel. Today, I expect you can gather, we are on planting wheat, and if people want to know what type of wheat it is Graham we're planting, and this wheat's not going to be for feed. This is going to be 30 odd acres of seed to be sold for seed corn, hopefully if it comes back alright once it's grown. Sorry for the delay on the videos. I have explained on the previous video I put up that we've been so busy on the farm, so we are behind on posting videos, but hopefully we will catch up on them very soon. The patch we're on now is well, I said 30 acres, it's slightly under 30 acres, but we're on the last probably 70 odd acres of wheat to be planted, so hopefully by the time this video is up we will probably finish planting wheat. A person asked to do a video on egglet management. I will be doing that shortly, so please look out for that. Like I said, there's a lot more videos to come. We are behind at the moment on videos, so I apologise once again for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that big subscribe button at the bottom of the channel. Thank you very much for the people who subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that big red button. If you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please give us one of them as well. So today we are on planting wheat. It's going quite well. If you can see down in the distance there, it's quite, well, it is fine. It's like that stuff. Right? My colleague's on ploughing. He's only ploughed that much, so that's how far he is away from me. You'll see me coming back down the field when we turn around and go up the other way. The 7718 is going very well at the moment. We probably might be changing the 6490 for the same range as this, not the 77 range, but the bigger one up, the same horsepower as the 6490. Like as well, if you look over in the distance as well, that's a stubble turnips we planted. But I will be going around the farm in the next week or so, doing a tour around the farm, showing you what the crops coming up like, what we've planted. Like I said into one of my previous videos, next year we are going to go slightly different with the channel, staying on the farm and scene, but it might be slightly different what we do with it. We have got new cameras on order. What is going to be, probably won't be now shown to next year now, the cameras won't be, but we've got some new cameras for filming. And some new products we're going to be using on YouTube as well for the channel as well. Like I said, this 30 odd acres is going into seed wheat. We don't usually grow seed for seed contract, but we are. We might be planting oats in the spring for seed as well, but I don't know about that at the moment because we haven't had a very good germination on the beans this year. The beans, well, they haven't had a very good year, have they, really? It's been a bit dreadful on the beans, actually. I don't know how everybody's OSR is looking, but ours is looking better now than what it was in the a few weeks ago. It looked dreadful a few weeks ago, but it has this, trying to do two things at once here. It has took off a bit at the moment. But people might say to me, oh, you've got a press on the front, but you're not using it. Well, why I'm not using it is because really the ground we're on at the moment don't really need it. I might use it in places, but at the moment I'm not using it. There is a new video to come up sometime in the next couple of weeks, slightly different, but it's to show something slightly different. What we do is not just farming, so that one as well to look out for as well. In a week's time. So I'm going to explain a bit in this video about this drill. So there's my colleague ploughing in the distance. I haven't done a ploughing video actually, but there he is ploughing with a 6490, going quite well. We are going slightly deeper in this field. We've been told to. We're going to subsoil this. We've got subsoil around the outside. We have subsoil in the middle of this one. We had a wet couple of days. I expect everybody's had the same situation. There he is. There he goes by, ploughing with a Kuhn plough. We've got a Kuhn drill and a Kuhn plough. So, digressing. Let's get back to where we should be. So, we're on drilling with a Kuhn. This Kuhn drill is a combination unit, what you can see if I swing around like this. There's a combination unit. What I mean by combination unit, some people might know this, but I will say it as well. You've got the power arrow underneath, and then you've got the drill on top. So, let's talk a bit about the drill. This is the controller of the drill. If I zoom in, there's a controller of the drill there, right in front of you here. So on that control panel, you will see in the top right is HA. Now HA is for your hectares, to tell you how many hectares you've drilled, and the total hectares the drill is drilled from new. Then the one underneath it, what you can see, what has got arrow up, arrow down on this button here, if I point it, that button, this there, is for your tram lines. Now, if you look on the screen now, if I look, I don't know if you can quite see that, but on the screen now, if you can see, it's 8 and a 5. Number 8 stays on there all the time. Number 8 means 8 passes, and then we tram line on the 8th. Now, if you're 24 meters or you're bigger, it will go up. If you're 21, it will come down. It'll come down to 721. So 8, once that other side is counted to 8, the green light was underneath on that light will come on, and it will drop the pre-emerge markers, what is on the back of the drill. Now, we have got then next to it the bottom left, I would say, if I zoom in, to the bottom left is for the fan speed. To tell you what the fan speed is. Now, an hydraulic fan, it works hydraulically, so it's a bit different to a belt driven, but the fan is running, if you see on here now, for wheat, it's running, sorry about that, it's dreadful today. The fan is running, I'll tell you what it's running at, because you can't see it on there. It's, excuse me, it's 4,360. 4,360 on the fan, and that's the maximum speed the fan can run at. We can alter it up slightly more for beans, but for excuse me, for wheat we're on 4,360 on the fan speed as well. Now the next one up is quite straightforward. Is how many kilometers an hour you're doing. That's how fast the wheel's going around in the back. It's not what the tractor's doing. Excuse me, is doing what the wheel's doing on the back of the drill. So that's the metering box on there, and that runs the drill. That's the cables coming down from the drill. Now, if I swing round briefly, if I swing this way, you see I've got a little white box here. It's off at the moment. It's got a plus sign, a percentage by it. So if I flick that switch, excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold actually, so I do apologise, keep coughing. You flick that switch up, it will then put on a percentage, what you will set into the drill, while it will turn up and put the percentage on, an higher percentage, and then when you flick it off, it goes back to where you set the normal calibration to. Now, that's part of the drill, so I'll show you a bit more of the drill in a minute outside when we get up to the end. Now, that mark on the bonnet, I've got that in line with my marker. And some people say, well, why do you need to follow a mark? Well, two reasons. One, we haven't got GPS at the moment on this tractor, so if you've got GPS, you wouldn't have to run with the mark. The second thing is, that mark is set there to get all the widths exactly the same for the tram lines. Now when I mean marker, if I hold it there, you'll see. There's a marker coming up now, look. There he is, up he comes. That's the marker. You lift him up from one side, and if you see on here now, that box, press the right button. It's gone to 6 now, it was on 5. So, if I reverse round now, and then you put the other marker down on the other side. But, dear me, I'm coughing myself to death here. If I jump out now, let's switch that off, switch the fan off. I'll jump down and I'll explain a bit about the drill outside. This is going to be a bit of a long video, but if you bear with me a minute. Right. these are your two markers. You've got your right and you've got your left. If you look there, right and your left. This is what does your counting. Is that part in? That's pretty red there. That's the centre does the counting for the markers. Now, with the drill as well, I'll explain this to you as well. If the markers won't go down, probably you've got the transport pin on. What's that one there? And the same on the top, you've got a transport pin on the top as well. Now, this is your ground wheel. What comes to there? That's your ground wheel down to there. So that's the ground wheel. What turns the turns aperture in the bottom of the hopper to let the seed come down, go up for the blower, go up to the top, and then come down through the tube to your coulters. Now at the moment, this is to alter your, just to explain to you well, this is to alter your depth for for your coulters. Now for whatever you're putting on, like for wheat, whatever you're putting on, you alter your depth. For rape, be wound right up to about you can see where roughly we've been up for rape. Wheat's down, and for beans it's deeper. But if you see on here, that way's shallow, that way's deeper. This is where the seed comes down to your coulters. Now you're going to say to me now, what's this here for? Well, these are your tram lines. We're on wider tram lines here. We got 4 shut off. On a normal drill, they only have 2, but on this one we've gone for 4 because that's what we wanted on this drill. That's your pre-emerge for when you're drilling. I haven't put any in here yet because we've only just started, but this is your pre-emerge on here. What does for the sprayer man to follow when he's spraying, and that's what puts your tram lines in as well. People say to me, how can you make the marks in the fields for the thing? It's put in from word go when we start drilling, so the drill man's got to get it right, or if not, the spraying and fertilizers all out. So there's the steps to get up to the top of the drill. This part here is the calibration unit. That silver aperture there is to let the seed out when they empty the hopper. And if there's a bit left in it, see the 2 round clasps at the bottom, you undo that and that empties the complete unit out. Now, over the other side you've got the silver clip which you pull out to drop the door for calibration. That's how you do that. Just flick it over, turn it down, drop out, put the tray underneath it, start again. Start winding the wheel to get your calibration. Now, on your calibration, if I come across here for you, I'll show you. On your calibration, now you'll see now we're putting on 175, so we're just below 90. But on here, wherever you do, you move it on here to set where you want. You look on your chart here, what you want. Look over to the side, it says roughly where to put that clock. Now that's to keep your calibration set. That's for your percentage of what you want that box to put up. You know the box I showed you in the cab? That's the percentage of what you wanted to put on when you flick the box over. On for if you're doing small seed, if you look down there, that lever in the bottom with the black knob on, you flick that round to lose less blow on the fan. At the moment he's on big seed for blowing wheat in, but that's to alter the baffle in there to give so much blow for the top of your hopper to blow the seed down. If you put it on rape and you left it where it is, it'd blow the seed in the tank. You wouldn't drill it. Same on this side. You've got a lever to alter your depth as well, exactly the same as that. So you've got one over the side. So you see that part. So all you do when you want to calibrate it, if I wind this up, I'll show you quickly. Right. When you want to calibrate it, you pull that bar out there. You pull this bar out there, but he's covered in soil at the moment, so we won't do that. You pull that bar out, the arrow you'll see on there, you turn the wheel round like that. It's 62 turns you've got to turn that. Gives you a 20th hectare. So whatever's in the, whatever you get in your bucket, you times that by 20, and it should be spot on then what you're putting in for accurate. If it isn't, you'll leave it there slightly up or down to get it right. Should be with this drill, you should either do it once or twice, and you should be spot on with it. This is your following arrow on the back. So the coulters put it in, creates a slot, and then the following arrow on the back covers it over. So that's another thing as well. These are the pipes as well. The small pipe there is for your markers. Your bigger pipe what's on over is for, because you've got a hydraulic fan on there. The big one that goes back into the tractor there is what we call the return, straight back into the tractor from the fan. You've got your PTO there. Well, just to say to you, this runs at 1,000, so you've got 1,000 splines on there. Some of them now, I got a 540 spline, runs at 1,000 PTO, like our Topper. It runs at 540, but the gearbox runs at 1,000. So that's it really for this video. I just wanted to show you a quick, round of drill. So thank you ever so much for watching. Till next time, bye bye for now. Bye bye.